back to my channel. First of all, I'd like to apologize for posting this video very late. This should be like my 15th take. I lost a very dear friend early this morning, and I've been destabilized. Trust me. It's just that I need to do this recap. I really don't have a choice. That's why I'm doing it. Under normal circumstances, I honestly shouldn't be doing this. So pardon me. Hopefully I catch up. As if I knew a lot was going to happen last weekend, I intentionally did not do videos on Friday and Saturday. I was just trying to wait to see how everything would pan out. So in my head, if I went to bed last night, I had this idea that, okay, I have a lot to talk about today, so it's going to be interesting. But you see, I honestly do not know how this is going to go, but bear with me and enjoy the recap. So let's start from Friday. Friday, of course, instead with exercises, what else? Food, and housemates were just chilling. After a while, majority of the housemates were downstairs, the room downstairs, and of course D1, who is like a semi-nuisance in the house, was just talking about Nigerian entertainers. And one thing I noticed with D1 is I think he has issues with almost everybody. He's quarreled with everybody. Oh, this one they mentioned this person. Oh, I don't like this person. Oh, they mentioned this one. I don't like this comedian. So at one point, Chloe was like, "You can't say you don't like him. You're just jealous of him." And they went into this argument and everything. And at that point, D1 called her an HIV patient. And after a while, that girl, she just calmed down. She actually withdrew, went upstairs and didn't come out. She didn't even eat. Before then, she was trying to cook her father's sauce or pepper sauce. She abandoned everything and went to her room, and she didn't come back. It was just like a very chill day. Then Biggie gave them the reward for winning the attack: salad, bread, chicken wings and all. Chloe didn't eat. She just withdrew. I think she met her match that day. After a while, of course, as the day went by, I noticed Bam Bam and Teddy were not talking to each other. Bam Bam was in the kitchen earlier in the day, and Teddy walked into the kitchen and she walked away. And she just walked away, went upstairs to meet, to sleep with Leo and Alex. Teddy left there, went to the room to sleep. So when they shared the meal, the reward that Big Brother gave to them, Teddy was outside, rather in the lounge. Then I think she was tired. She don't tire for the fight. So she came to the living room and she was trying to talk. And Teddy was like, "I don't understand what you're talking about. If you're upset, that you do this thing every time. When you're upset, you don't talk about it. You just giving an attitude. How do you expect me to know? I don't like it." And she was just like, "What don't you like? You got me upset. You got me upset." Bam Bam and her voice now. And they talked. And she was just looking at Teddy. Teddy was like, "This your puppy eyes is not going to do anything for me. If you want to apologize, you apologize." And she was like, "No, you're supposed to apologize to me." They went on and on. And after a while, she told Teddy that she's about to erupt. That in fact, in a few days, I'm going to erupt on one housemate in this house. She didn't mention names, but you see, the camera now moved to Vandora. And as the discussion went by, you would understand that she was talking about Vandora. How Vandora is always flirting with Teddy, and Teddy is always flirting with Vandora. That they're supposed to be a perfect couple in this house. And Teddy was like, "I'm a flirt." And she was like, "Me too, I'm a flirt. I know I can get anybody I want in this house, and I know you can also get anybody you want in this house, and that's why we're like the king and queen of this house." She just went on and on as she was going to erupt. She's going to warn Vandora. Vandora is always flirting with Teddy, and Teddy, "Just promise me you're not going to do that again." And Teddy was like, "Oh, really? I can understand jealousy as setting. I understand that." And I actually like it. He was actually excited that Bam Bam was jealous or was showing jealous tendencies. And of course, that passed and everything. Mina wasn't talking to Miracle. She said, when Alex asked her, she said Miracle is always imposing what to wear on her. When Miracle comes out of the room and sees other girls, for example, wearing bomb shorts, it comes to her and like, "Nina, go and wear that bomb short." "No, he can't tell me what to wear. That's his problem." Couples fight. But after a while, they made up and everything. Now it was time for the Payport Arena task. Big Brother told Chloe to read a brief and said, "Oh, you may not wear your Payport Arena t-shirts just dress in a way that is unique to every housemate. So they came to the arena, and Bamike and Teddy wore the paper shirts. Rico and Anika wore the paper shirts, though they tried to freestyle with other things like their shoes and their, what's it called, the headband, but Big Brother disqualified them. Now everybody, the remaining 18 housemates went through the 16 housemates rather, attempted the pay pots challenge, and nobody got it right. So Big Brother was like, okay, you've all failed your task. Go back into the house and think about this. You know, it was just a chilled day on Friday. Nothing much happened. You know, afterwards they went into the house, gisted. Of course, they were not happy about the failure. Sissy and Toby were loloxing. For those who don't know what loloxing is touch body. You know, get into just touching your body, sha. Not exactly having sex, but doing every other thing. You know, camera showed Sissy and Toby loloxing themselves. I'm sure they didn't know we were watching because they were under the duvet and they waited till very late in the night, like really making out. Then camera also showed Princess and Angel. You know, for Princess, I think she was. I want to use the word was because, like, you know, she's no longer in the house. You know, I think she was just looking for a partner. Because when you take it, you say, all of you are all coupled up in this house, and you all took the men. I don't have a man. I know she went to Angel's bed, and they were also touching themselves. And I was like, ew, are you joking? Like, they were also touching themselves. Whatever it is, I would attach the video to this clip. And that's it for Friday night. And before they went to bed, they all warned Miracle and D1 and said, your birthday is tomorrow. Just get ready. By the time you wake up tomorrow, make sure you're not wearing your microphones because we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You know, Saturday morning came. They slept till about 9 a.m. Then they woke Miracle and D1 up, brought them outside, took their microphones from them. Teddy used the hose, sprayed water on them. Afterwards, Toby mixed detergent, palm oil, water, and everything in the bucket. And you know, the girls, Vandora and Alex, blindfolded Miracle and D1, tied their hands to the back, just give them the birthday shower. Actually, you know, it was fun. Like, housemates had fun, their own way of having fun. Though, all those things we did in secondary school. For those of you who attended boarding school, I'm sure you're used to that. I didn't attend a boarding school, but I know at least some days in secondary school they just pour Fanta for my body or Coca-Cola. So for those of you who attended secondary school, I'm very sure you're conversant, or boarding school, you're conversant with that, birthday showers and everything. So you know that went on. While they were outside, obviously cold, Biggie's Ninja brought in their cakes and the champagne. Housemates came, they had champagne to drink, cake to eat. So it was just a fun day. Then after a while, Angel and Anika were outside. I know Angel, I don't know, Angel is actually very irritating. You know, he sits with Anika and he's like, Anika, Ifu is this, Ifu wants me but I don't want her, Ifu wants me, I don't want her. Princess is seducing me but I don't want her. Anto likes me but you know, it is you I want. Without you I can't function in this house. And Anika was like, Anika, I don't think she likes that guy, but she's just somehow trying not to be rude. I don't think she likes the guy. So after a while, Anika told him, okay, you see what? See, this is what's going to happen. Let's not act like we're very close. But if you need to speak with me, just shout or sing SOS. Then I'll come. I would come and meet you. There's this place outside, like a seat or something. That I'll come and meet you there. It's actually hidden. I'll come and meet you there where people would not see us. So we'll just sit down there and talk. Then Anika was like, so what do we call the place? Angel said, we'll call the place, I wrote it down, let me see. Fortress of Solitude, FOS, Fortress of Solitude. And Anika told Angel, okay, this is Fortress of Solitude. So if you want to see me, just sing this SOS. And I'm like, who are these ones again? Acting very childish. You know, and that was it for Angel and Anika. Discussions outside in groups, D1, Vandora, Teddy, just discussing, just normal chilled Saturday, trying to while away time. Then Big Brother gave them the brief for the pre-pot party. It's an Ankara party, or a Black Panther inspired party, because he gave them Ankara materials to use to design the party arena. And after a while, he brought their outfit for them. Teddy's outfit really mad, Miracle's outfit amazing. Princess's outfit was not bad. I think they tried for everybody. For some people didn't like their outfits. Toby didn't like his outfit, and at one point said he was going to sit it out. He didn't like it at all. He frowned all through. Bamike did not like her shoes, and I'm wondering, well, I don't know, they were just not happy about it. It was time for the party. Before they went into the party arena, Angel and K Brule were talking outside, and K Brule was telling Angel, I'm going to take 10 bottles of Legend today, and Angel was like, you dare not try it. He said, no, I'm going to do that because Chloe, she's always rude to me, and I'm going to prove my manliness to everybody in the house today. And Angel was like, you're going to prove your man, you do not have the head for alcohol, but of course it was adamant. And see, as much as most people said, okay, I would make sure I'll try and babysit K Brule, I'll try and make sure he doesn't drink, but there's so much you can do. Do you understand? It's not a child, it's an adult. You cannot, what's that adage? Taking a horse to the stream, but you can't force it to drink water. So that's just it. They went into the party arena. Oh, God have mercy. The worst DJ ever. Blessing no collect freedom. The guy was horrible. Like, he was horrible. If I was a producer of this show, trust me, it wouldn't have done beyond 30 minutes. I don't care. I'll just play a mixtape for them to just keep dancing. It was actually very terrible. But trust the housemates now, party animals. They managed to have fun. They drank a lot. They danced. When it was time for that one corner, they all went mad. That's their down. When they get to that point, they all go really ballistic. Carry wide, like they danced so much. They had fun. Like, what do you expect? People have been chained or put in one place, isolated in one place. Whenever there is this freedom, they like to exhaust it. So that's that for the party. So after the obviously, K Brule was already drunk. The biggest camera did not show us exactly what happened, but from discussions, he was already drunk. And I think Leo jokingly told Chloe that K Brule tried kissing him, and Chloe was trying to chastise K Brule. And the next thing, whether they called themselves bastard, and Chloe was like, your father is a bastard. Your father slept with your mother, who is a whore, or a hoe. Your mother is a whore, you're this, you're that. And of course, Biggie called K Brule to the diary room. After a while, he came out of the diary room. I don't know what D1 told K Brule. And K Brule threatened D1 and was about to fight him. But Angel held him. Like, Angel held his shoulders. And according to Angel, he almost broke his shoulders. That one went on that night. A lot happened. The housemates were inside having fun. Toby. Next thing, we saw Chloe and Lulu kissing. I don't even understand how that happened. From where that one came from, I honestly cannot tell you how it happened. But Lulu and Chloe were kissing. I don't even find that kind of kiss. Then Toby and Sissy kissed. After a while, they said, okay, Bam Bam and Teddy should kiss. Those ones took their own to an extreme. They kissed and kissed. Miracle was just there kissing Nina. I know those ones, they can't even leave each other. That's for Miracle and Nina. While Princess was on the dining table, carrying her legs up, her legs on Angel's shoulder, Angel's mouth, trying to, I don't know. I always have this ew moment. I was just shouting, ew, oops, ew. I don't know what was going on, but after a while, she kissed Angel. Of course, Anika was there screaming, feeling like she was happy about it, and whatever it is, and that one passed. Not the nonsense after party shenanigans. We were all talking about different things, kissing galore. Then after a while, the next thing we saw was Teddy was just like, you, Vandora, come here. what did you tell Bam Bam about my relationship outside and with Bam Bam? And Vandora was stammering, like, I don't understand, what do you mean? And what do you tell Bam Bam? What did you tell Bam Bam? Let me tell you, this is a different house. Whatever I have with Bam Bam in this house doesn't concern you. Do not destabilize my girl. Do not make her unhappy. Look at her, she's destabilized, she's not happy. You cannot be discussing whatever you have with D1. I don't say anything about it. The outside world is a different world. The world inside there is different. What I have inside there is inside there in the confines of this area and has nothing to do with the outside world. And you know, Vanessa was trying to explain herself, I think. But of course, I think Teddy was just trying to protect Bam Bam. We're like, do not destabilize her. Do not make her happy. You're not going to deny the fact that this is a game. Yes, as much as this is a game, we like ourselves a lot. Bam Bam likes her, and I like her equally. You can't deny that. You know, in his accent, he was just trying to say, I like her. You can't say that. You can't deny you don't know we don't like each other. So I don't want you, because whatever it is you're saying to Bam Bam is getting to her, and I don't like that. And this one, that one. And Vandora was like, no, when I was talking to you about it, Bam Bam, I wasn't talking about Teddy. I was just talking about cheating in general, because I don't cheat on my boyfriend. And Bam Bam was like, no, because you're painting a picture of what the people outside will probably not understand, and we're partners, and we don't want such now, you know, when that was happening, I was actually very upset. First of all, I was like, come on, Bam Bam. You know, there's some things, even as outsiders, there's some things you tell a female or me, like for instance, now I have friends now, and there's some things I'll tell them about their relationship, like, I don't want you to do this, I don't want you to do that. I don't think you should tell your partner about it. That's what I think, you know. And you going to tell Teddy this, meanwhile, the previous day, you had already told Teddy you were going to erupt because Vandora was flirting with you. And, you know, Teddy had to put Vandora in check. You know, I liked what Teddy did. You know, for at the end of the day, his name, he heard his name was involved in something, and he had to put her in check instead of going about gossiping about it or carrying bad blood, you know. But it was awkward. I won't lie to you, it was awkward. I think they will just end up creating enemies for themselves, unnecessary enemies. Even though, of course, I know they're not liked inside the house and outside the house. But, you know, I felt that was totally unnecessary on Bam Bam's part. I understand Teddy with the fact that he had to defend his girlfriend, or he had to defend his partner, because he told Vandora, she's just not my strategic partner, she's my partner in this house, you know. And that was actually romantic, you know. Get you a man that will defend you. But, you know, from the inception, from the root, it was actually not necessary.
Why are you asking Bam Bam about my relationship outside? Like, what's that about?
No, our conversation outside. It wasn't like a conversation when you and...
Oh, I was telling her that about you.
No, not me as a person. When you guys were asking about cheating and how it affects the conversation, the way it went, it was as if...
You said you accept cheating and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about her personally, not you and her.
I mean, what you have to understand is whatever is going on in here, this is a different world.
No, I said...
Hold on. This is a different world entirely, right?
Yeah.
So whatever happens in here happens in here. Me coming in here is only letting everybody out here know that I'm in a relationship. I will never be the one to hide what I'm doing. You understand? If not me and you say, whatever you're doing with D1 won't be the same. I can guarantee you that. Don't stabilize my girl. Don't mess up what we have.
I wasn't talking about this place. We all know that this place is different. I have a boyfriend outside, but I know the kind of feelings I have for D1.
Exactly my point. Okay.
It's very weird and misconstrued.
I know for a fact.
I know I don't cheat.
I know for a fact that there are people in this house that are in relationships. They're scared to say what they have. I'm not that person. I let that out on the table to let everyone know that, look, I'm not afraid, or I'm not going to hide what I have out there. Why would I hide? I'm a grown-ass man. But whatever happens in here is within Big Brother's world.
You even said this is a different situation.
Yeah, I have to explain that. It's because most of the time it always comes up in conversation between you, D1, and I, and him.
Okay.
It always comes up, so it's a bit uncomfortable. I don't want it to be a thing whereby it affects the brand or whatever we stand.
The next thing, why the other one was winning, the next thing just saw Princess shouting, "Shut up! That's why I slapped you." And Peter was like, "Princess slapped him." You know, we didn't see that. Princess slapped him. That's why I slapped you. You're a fucking married man. You're a fucking married man. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. And so you were there when Bito told me he was married. You're spoiling my game. If I leave tomorrow, you're shut up, shut the fuck up. You're married. And everybody came. And at one point, Leo was like, so how does his being married affect you? It affects because he's my strategic partner. Because if they don't like him, they don't like me. It's unnecessary. He's a bitch. Yeah, fuck off. Fuck you. And she, she went on for like more than an hour, like 2 hours. While all that was going on, Big Brother kept calling Angel. And of course, Angel was Kebule's nanny, guardian, everything. I think, kept calling Angel to come to the diary room. Of course, Kebule was wasted and he was in the diary room. He slept in that diary room. And Princess went on screaming, oh, fuck you, Bito, this. At one point, Teddy even came and said, Bito, are you married? I understand the princess is, but Bito, are you? Princess said, I'm not married. Okay, why did you tell Princess you're married? I don't even know what happened, but for about 3 hours, it went on and on and on. And finally, I think she knew she was going to leave the next day. So, and that went on and on. Then the next thing, of course, everybody went to bed, and Mina and Miracle had sex. I was about retiring to bed. Let me just look at what's going on. I just saw somebody collecting sex from the side, from the back, not and yeah. So I guess we had our first Big Brother Naija sex. Of course, they had sex in the house. When he finished, the camera showed him for like 5 seconds trying to wear his boxers. Then the camera showed him when he went to freshen up and he sprayed perfume. Got to the kitchen, took chin and took a drink, probably to replenish, and that was it for Saturday night. So Sunday, of course, housemates slept in. Of course, there's nothing to do now. Till Chloe had to wake them up to come make their hair for those nominated for eviction. And of course, while that was going on, Rico and Angel, or Rico was trying to talk to Kebule, like, you need to control your drinking, you need to control yourself. They all talked about the Chloe thing, and that was when we even found out that Kebule slept in the diary room and actually puked, he vomited in the diary room. Like, how do you drink to the point where you embarrass yourself like that? You actually threw up. Last season we had Effie getting drunk and shouting, I'm real, I'm Mr. Humble. There was even a day, I think, it was barely you threw up. It was barely you threw up, It was barely you threw up. But you don't drink to the point where you get drunk. They tried advising him, you need to, you're not a baby, you need to be responsible for yourself. You need to do this. Talked about Chloe's abuse towards him, and that went on. Of course, they just went by and everything. And Bam Bam, she's just clingy, very clingy. All through the weekend, the only thing I noticed, on Friday, after she said she was going to erupt with Vandora, she went into the room and she told Teddy, let me tell you something. I don't have another backup plan. I came to this house to win the money and I have no other backup plan. For your matter, I go die for your matter. Like, they could just die tired. She's now extremely clingy. That Friday night, Princess was on Bam Bam's bed, and Bam already telling Princess that, Princess, I want to sleep. I want to sleep. But that one, blocked ears. When somebody tells you they want to sleep, you should use your common sense to know. She didn't say anything. She was still there, and Bam Bam was like, oh yeah, Princess, go leave my bed. Oh yeah, Teddy, bring your bomb, yeah, let's sleep. She was, she's no longer subtle about their relationship. She's no longer subtle. She's now very territorial and now very possessive. She's so clingy to Teddy. Like, everywhere Teddy is, she would go, she would hold him. Even after the party, she held him. Yesterday, you see Teddy talking to some guys in the house. She would just come, she would hold him like this. She would just hold him from waist or hold his head. She's now extra clingy, Those things we used to accuse Sissy of doing is what Bam Bam. Though I don't think she stopped Teddy from mingling with other people. But wherever it is, once there is one questionable girl or two there, Bam Bam is there. That's just the honest truth. And of course, Rinika and Rico, all through the weekend, they fought. They fought on Friday night over their Payport Arena challenge attire. They fought on Saturday. Yesterday, they were just fighting. And Anika was like, Rico wants a romantic relationship. She doesn't want. And I stand with her. It is not by force to date someone. No, it's not by force. You didn't come to the house to date. You don't have to date. So if indeed Rico is always pressuring her for a relationship, she doesn't want to free the girl. It's not mandatory. You know, they fight over everything. Fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the this, what the, you know, Anika is actually ratchet. Shall with her language. What the fuck? I think in that house, the only people who try to control, the only female who control how they speak, I think it's only one person. I think that's Bam Bam. I don't think I've ever heard Bam Bam saying fuck you or what the fuck. I don't think so. See the rest. Anika's one is just ridiculous. Do you understand? You know, and of course, always fighting. She went outside with Angel again yesterday. Angel this, that. Let's pretend there's nothing between us. You know, when we get inside, we can even act like we want to fight. I don't know what exactly is wrong with Angel. Angel would even throw his strategic partner Ifu under the bus because of Anika. Every time he sees Anika, Ifu, she wants me, she does this, she does that. I'm like, why are you doing that? This girl doesn't like you. Common sense will tell you this girl doesn't like you. You know, that one passed. It was time for diary sessions. You know, Big Brother told them to give their last words, who they would like to see, who they feel would leave the house. Bam Bam said Mina, and there's a possibility they don't leave. Teddy said he can't say because everybody's strong individually. Lolutu also couldn't say. D1 said Mina or Loto. Vandora felt Mina or Loto because they honestly do not add anything to the house. You know, that one went on. And after the diary session, Big Brother announced and said they should all go inside and wait in the lounge. And he played the first video. The first video was Chloe insulting K. Brule's parents. And he said this is a house where you need to abide by the rules. You can bicker, you can quarrel, but not to the point of insulting anybody's parents, and gave Chloe a strike. And automatically, the strike given to Chloe affects K. Brule, meaning the second strike. That passed. Few seconds afterwards, he played another video. It was a very dark video, you know, we just heard pandemonium. And that was a video where K. Brule was threatening D1 and wanted to fight D1. You know, he told D1 to stand. He gave D1 a strike for provocation. He told D1, it's okay if you want to crack jokes, but you don't crack insensitive jokes. You don't provoke people. You don't use some words when addressing people, and gave D1 a strike. And that strike also affected his strategic partner, Vandora. Then he gave K. Brule a strike for threatening and for violence. And the strike affected Chloe. Now, when you have 3 strikes in the Big Brother Naija house, you're automatically disqualified from the house. And so he announced and said, Chloe and K. Brule, you have 30 seconds to leave the Big Brother Naija house. Say your final goodbyes. Of course, the housemates couldn't believe it. Even me, I couldn't believe it. I felt...
This means that you have been issued 3 strikes and are both immediately disqualified from Big Brother's house. You have 30 seconds to leave the house.
That's right, man. Does that mean like we can't get our stuff? What's going on? You guys didn't pick up the steps.
15 seconds to leave the house. K squared, leave the house now.
I honestly do not have the strength to tell you guys how I feel. Maybe tomorrow when I'm better, I'll tell you guys how I felt about that strike. But for now, they left the house, they've been disqualified. Chloe and K. Brule left the house. an hour before the eviction show. So it's time for the eviction show. Ebuka looking dapper as usual. And of course, he came into the house, asked some questions, came back to evict the first pair. He announced Miracle and Renika as the first two to be saved, and told Prito, which is Princess and Prito, to leave the Big Brother Naija house. Of course, they left. On stage, they gave their interviews. Princess said she's actually business savvy, so she would go back to business. Bito said he knew he was going to leave the house. He always have an idea when he's about to leave somewhere. You know, that one passed. Ebuka came back into the house, announced Bam Teddy safe, Lotto safe. So it was now Angel Ifo, CB, and Van D standing. Came back and told, just went straight to the point. I was like, Van D, leave the Big Brother Naija house. And at that point, the housemates couldn't believe it. They actually felt Vandora and D1 were very strong people. In fact, till now, majority of the housemates said, I'm very sure they're in another house. I don't think they're evicted. You know, D1 is actually a very nice guy. He's funny. They were confused. While on stage, Ebuka asked D1 about his marriage. So there's this news going around that you're married. And D1 was like, oh, initially he was trying to say which marriage, who is married. When Ebuka said that, he smiled and said, well, my partner and I, he didn't use wife. So my partner and I had an understanding, and we agreed to leave whatever it is we had outside the house, you know. And Ebuka asked Vandora if she felt D1 was married. Vandora said that she suspected he was married. That come on, that she's a woman and she threw herself at him and he didn't even budge. I actually think D1 tried. He respected his marriage, even though he didn't tell the housemates he was married. But I think he tried. He respected his marriage, because trust me, Vandora tried. The last 1 week, if I be man, I don't even know if I would. You know, she really tried. She tried so hard, and of course, didn't budge. You know, it was the end of eviction show. Of course, housemates were talking, and Nika was like, I honestly cannot believe people are voting. That she feels his man no man, you know. That how can Van D leave and these ones are still here? She pointed to the bed of her partners, Mina. Then Leo said he actually believes he's voting, because he pointed to Bam Teddy and said people voted for them. So obviously it's by voting. They were just confused, like how can they go? How? You know, the housemates, how can? They were not saying D1 is funny, D1 is this. But you know, this is not how the game works. I think Big Brother needs to look for another method of voting. It's now popularity vote, whether you are interesting or not. You know, I felt bad because at least 3 interesting people or 4 left the house yesterday. Sorry. Princess is very interesting and fun. D1 is actually very interesting and fun in his own way. Chloe is a fun personality. Vandora, she was beginning to come out. I don't think, you know, we still have really boring people in that house, you know, and that was how that one went. The next thing, Sissy and Toby started their normal thing again. You know, I don't understand Sissy. I don't think she likes peace. You know, she accused Toby, I think it's just jealous of Anto. She accused Toby of not acting right. You know what you're doing. I'm going to break this relationship up. I'll do this. I think I'm the strongest in this house when it concerns. I don't think she was talking about strength in voting. I think she was talking about personality or emotionally. I'm the strongest. And when I change, Toby, you won't believe it. And I know Big Brother does not want us together. That's why he even repaired us. She went on and on. And Toby was like, what else do you want me to do? I do not disrespect you. Don't tell me you disrespect me. You disrespect me. See, I didn't want to pay attention to what Toby and Sissy were doing. I was actually upset. You know, this guy, Toby's a stand-up guy. I think he's like the most stand-up guy in this house. He gives you the attention you want. He helps. He's like actually a gentleman to the core. But she doesn't appreciate that guy. She's always on and on. Even at one point, Nina was like, Sissy, you're hurting Toby. No, don't tell me I'm hurting him more. Even Miracle was like, Sissy, you're going to lose this guy. No, don't tell me that. I was still on my own. He doesn't respect me. Yes, I am jealous. I am possessive. I don't want him to socialize. I don't want him to associate anybody. You know, she went on and on about that. Before then, immediately after the eviction show, Bam Bam was crying. Like she was actually crying, hyperventilating. And I'm like, what's wrong with her? Initially, I was even irritated. Like, I honestly do not like people crying. Already, Chloe left the house. Alex cried. Vandora left the house and Alex wailed. That one, she's always crying. She cries for everything. So I think I had enough tears yesterday. Then bam bam. I don't even know what she was crying for. Eviction was over. Some people said she was having panic attack. I don't know what's causing the panic attack. You know, I'm asthmatic, so I know when someone, at one point I felt she was having an asthma attack. She was actually wheezing. She was crying and Teddy held her. Trust Rico. And Rico was like, bam bam, hold on. Man, just breathe in, breathe out. Just be doing breathe, yeah, breathe. Bam bam, no. Breathe like this. Of course, Teddy held her. And she just continued. I'm like, what's wrong with her? Anyway, that one passed.
You don't feel alone outside. In, we're all going to be friends. Focus on breathing and out. Focus on your breath. In, out. Let's go. In and out. Just focus on your breathing.
And Sissy continued wahala with Toby for almost 2 hours. She was on about how Toby doesn't respect her. But I'm happy for once, Toby did not beg. I think very soon she won't even see that guy. The guy did not beg. He was just like, what did I do? I respect you. And just like, you've broken up, you should sleep on his own, she will sleep on her own. But they still ended up sleeping together on the same bed. You know, after a while, Anika and Angel, those ones went outside again. And Anika was not telling Angel that, Angel, you are always talking about your strategic partner. Can you at least pretend and not talk about her? And Princess just left the house. A girl you kissed the other day and you were touching. Can you even pretend that the woman that you kissed just left the house? And Angel was like, no, not like that. She was coming on to me. It is you I want. Without that, I'm not going to function well. Blah, 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 blah. Even went outside and was talking to Teddy about Anika. And said, that girl, she like me. I like her too. She like me, but she dey form. Teddy was like, why is she form me now? Like, she like me, she just, why she dey form? There's nothing there. Waiting, they worry am. This one, that one. That she can't talk. Teddy now said, oh, really? She talk I'm rich. It's not okay at all. She went to tell Bam Bam that Bam Bam should stay away from me and all. You know, all those kind of talk. You know, Ninja was just feeling himself. Anika likes me. Even Princess been like me. You know, Princess like me, but I don't even give him that eye at all. Anika like me. She just they pretend. You know, we're having a hidden relationship. She tell me, say when we reach inside house, make I know this I talks. When we reach inside house, make sure say I know the tool and talk. But we'll come outside for here, we'll sit down, we'll go talk, you know. So I know when we leave this house, we'll go date where. When we leave this house, we must date. I'm like, God, Angel, every time one thing or the other, you know. And that one passed. Then Miracle and Nina were outside, and of course Nina was upset. You shouldn't tell me that. So earlier after the eviction, Teddy told Nina, oh Nina, you have a pep in your step. And Nina was like, what's that? He said, oh, it means you're walking majestically. So according to Nina, she was telling Miracle that Teddy is jealous that they got saved. That why would Teddy tell her she's walking majestically? For what? Why would they tell me I'm walking majestically? They are jealous that we got saved. Why didn't he tell that to Rika and Anika? After all, too, they also got saved with us. Miracle was like, just don't say anything. Don't mind them. Leave them. Don't mind them. This one, that one. They don't leave them alone. They think they are this. No, I'm like, God. How can someone tell you there's a pep in your step and you think it's an insult? You know? But they actually thought it was an insult, and that was it. And of course, and that was the end of yesterday. Miracle and Nina have moved upstairs. They've gone to the upstairs bed. What they were doing yesterday, I don't know. But at one point, the camera showed Nina on top of Miracle. If they were having part 2 of the sex, I really do not know. Or they were dry humping, I honestly do not know. But that was how the weekend went. So guys, this is it. I'm sorry, I'm not myself. I'm just trying to give this recap. So what do you guys think? Are you happy with people who left yesterday? And of course, after the votes, Mina got the highest percentage as expected, 28.5%. Bam said he got the next percentage, highest percentage, 21%, followed by Lotso, 15%, followed by CB, followed by Renika, Angel Ifu, Vandy, and Brito. What do you guys think about it? Do you think the right pairs left the house yesterday? What do you think about Chloe and K-Brule's disqualification? What do you guys, let me just know your thoughts. Feel free to put it in the comment section. If it's your first time watching this page, please kindly subscribe, tell your friends about it. Because of the DSTV law infringement, copyright infringement, I don't post most videos here. If you go to my Instagram page, it's called Laurasboxx. Just follow my Instagram page, Laurasboxx. That is where I post most videos, and most informations I give are posted on my Twitter page. It's also called Laurasboxx. My live streaming link is always on Twitter. I live stream important events like the nomination shows, eviction shows, Payport Arena games, and the party. Or if there's something important I need to live stream. So you guys should please follow, support this page, share to your friends. Thank you so much. Hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully most of the things I couldn't explain better, I'll give you guys my thoughts, will be shared tomorrow. Have a great day, and thank you very much. Bye.